Lower body pain. That's what we're going to talk about today. Whether it's foot pain, ankle pain, knee pain, hip pain, or lower back pain. You ever wonder which natural herbs are phenomenal for treating these types of pains? That's what I'm going to go over in this video today. Here's the three top herbs, Chinese herbs that we use in our clinic. The first one is Taxillus. Also, the Chinese name is Ji Sheng. Second herb is Cyathula Root. Again, I'm probably mispronouncing these words, so please forgive me. Cyathula Root is Chinese herb Chuan Niu Xi. And the last one, saber-tooth tiger, right? No, it's double teeth pubescent Angelica Root. It's also called AKA 独活. These are the three most common herbs that we use in our clinic. Are they the only herbs that we use in our clinic? No, they're not the only herbs. We use many herbs in our clinic, but I want to go through the three top ones that are specifically for lower body pain. Again, lower back pain, ankle pain, foot pain, knee pain, joint pain, tendonitis, right? And the lower body. So if you have osteoarthritis in your knees, osteoarthritis in your lower back, you have rheumatoid arthritis you have tendonitis in your joints, tendonitis in your knee, right? You have any type of pain. These three herbs could be beneficial for you. So let's dive into it and let's see how it can help you. So the first herb, Taxillus, it is in Chinese medicine, Ji Sheng. The pharmaceutical name is Herba Taxilli. Okay, it affects the liver organ. It helps your liver organ and your kidney organ, right? And how does it help? Well, it's anti-inflammatory. It's antioxidant. Okay, it also is bone protective. So your knee joints, if you got chronic knee pain, this herb, Ji Sheng Taxillus, is super helpful. Now, in our clinic, we use granules. We don't use the raw decoction. We use TCM granules. So it's about 1.5 to 3 grams per day. The standardized extract. In the previous videos of herbs, you probably hear me say about standardized extract. Standardized extract are not the ones that are done from a supplement company. Those are not the entire herb. So what supplement companies do is they try to find what are the most active ingredients in this herb, Taxillus, and extract those only. So standardized extracts many times are only partial parts of the herb. In essence, they're like medication, in my personal opinion, right? So if you want to get some type of extract of this herb, Taxillus, make sure you get it from a Chinese medicine practitioner or a company, a supplement company that is ran by a Chinese medicine practitioner, and they tell you it is the full herb extract. Now, you got to be careful with this drug because it's so good, right? I mean, this herb, Taxillus, Ji Sheng, because it has anti-hypertensive effects, it actually can help lower your blood pressure too, as a side benefit. This is the thing about Chinese herbs. You get side benefits, very little side effects, which is the opposite of medications. Medication is full side effects, small side benefits, okay? So if you take this herb with your blood pressure medications, it will make your blood pressure medication work even better. So you got to be careful your blood pressure might drop too low. It's also a diuretic. So again, if you're taking medication for diuretic, you got to be careful. Herbs in general have what's called a additive effect with medications. Additive effect means it helps your medications work even better, which is a great thing, right? Because then you can take less medications, right? It's also got anticoagulant, antiplatelet effects. So if you're taking any blood thinners, it's going to make them work better. If you're taking medications for blood sugar, for diabetes, it's going to make those work better too, right? So these are the herb drug interactions. It might cause mild stomach upset, loose stools, but if you combine it with other herbs, then you can neutralize that side effect. Okay, so Taxillus, Ji Sheng, okay, liver, kidney, it can help for lower back pain. You got chronic lower back pain, find a formula that contains this herb. Okay, you can get some supplements. So when you're looking at supplements that say, oh, it's great for osteoarthritis, it's good for degenerative joints, look for this herb, Taxillus. right? Herb number 2, Cyathula. I'm mispronouncing this. I apologize. Okay. Cyathula. Okay. I like that pronunciation. Chinese Chinese is Chuan Niu Xi. The pharmaceutical name, Radix Cyathulae. All right. Cyathulae. All right. It also helps the liver and your kidneys. Now, what are some of its actions, effects? Well, it can move your blood. It's activating blood. That means it can increase your blood circulation. It's anti-inflammatory. That means it can decrease inflammation. It's like non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. These herbs are just like NSAIDs, except they're natural. And very minimal side effects with a huge ton of side benefits. Okay, it's analgesic, meaning it stops pain. It's vascular antihypertensive, endothelium. It relaxes the blood vessels to lower your blood pressure. It's immunomodulatory. It can help your immune system function better. Bone and joint connective tissue effects. It supports bone formation, slows down bone loss. So if you have osteoporosis pain, osteopenic pain, you want to make sure the supplements you have this herb in it, Cyathula, okay? Cyathula root. It can also help protect your joint cartilage and connective tissue from damage. You got some cartilage degeneration. You're almost bone on your knees or in your ankle, right? You want to get some of the Cyathula root. Now, again, in our clinic, we use granules. So the dosage is usually about 0.9, which is 900 milligrams per day. Okay. Again, standardized extract, you got to be careful. If you get the standardized extracts of any Chinese herbs, you most likely will not get all of these benefits. Okay. So let me just repeat this. And this is super important because when you buy a supplement that's made by a supplement company that contains Chinese herbs, all right, I always say majority of the time they use standardized extracts, which means they find the active ingredients in this herb, Cyathula root, and they only get the active ingredients. They don't get the whole herb. So it's like it's like an orange has vitamin C. Okay. So these supplement companies, a standardized extract of an orange would be they just take vitamin C out of the orange and that's it. But that's not the whole orange, right? Because the orange is made of more than just vitamin C. So you got to be careful of that. Right? So the last herb, the double-toothed tiger, right? The double-teeth pubescent angelica root. It's also called duhuo in Chinese. Pharmaceutical name Radix angelica pubescentes, right? Liver, kidney. See, there's a consistency, right? It helps the liver, the kidney, and also urinary bladder. What are its pharmacological effects? Well, this double-toothed tiger, double-teeth pubescent angelica root can help you decrease inflammation, decrease pain. It's great for rheumatoid arthritis. You got rheumatoid arthritis, you need some double teeth pubescent angelica root because it's anti-rheumatic, anti-arthritis. It reduces the cytokines, which are chemicals that cause inflammation. It's also antioxidant, so it helps get rid of free radicals. It has a CNS, central nervous system effect, okay? It has a neuroprotective sedative. It can calm you down. So it can help decrease the pain, decrease inflammation, calm your immune system down. Because remember, rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune condition. It's your immune system overacting and killing your own joint. This herb, duhuo, double teeth pubescent angelica root can help you calm that attack, calm your immune system. Tell your immune system, say, hey, bad boy, stop attacking myself. Dosage, again, is here. Herb drug interaction, again, anticoagulant, antiplatelet drugs, NSAIDs, analgesics, antihypertensive. This herb can help lower your blood pressure. It can help decrease pain. So if you're taking any medications that do these same things, then this herb will make your medications work even better. How cool is that, right? Toxicology standard. This is a very low risk. Again, just a potential mild GI upset. If you get alcohol tinctures, you have a higher risk of photosensitivity. Okay. So there are some herb companies out there that do tinctures. So it's like these drops. They extract the herb with alcohol, which is great. The tinctures are phenomenal. Just be careful. Don't overdose on this. Okay. Because it may make you photosensitive to light. You might be sensitive to light. Okay. So these are the 3 herbs that we commonly use in our clinic. So these video series that I'm doing, they're not just, oh, hey, I go do some research and I report back the research. No, this whole video series is what we actually do on real patients today. These are the herbs, the actual herbs we use. Okay. It's not from a book. It's actually from our practice. We help patients. Rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, degenerative disc disease, degeneration in your cartilage, degeneration in your joints, especially the lower body joints. So if you've got lower back pain, hip pain, you've got knee pain, ankle pain, foot pain, toe pain, these 3 herbs, you want to look for them in this supplement. Or if you're going to another practitioner, you want to see if they have these herbs, Taxillus, in your herbal blend, Cyathula Root, and double T Pubescent Angelica. For the Cyathula Root, I forgot the toxicology. So in animal findings, side effects of this herb, there's a little GI upset, neurobehavioral toxicity signal at extreme dose. Okay. Avoiding pregnancy. So if you are pregnant, do not take Cyathula Root. It can, if you have menorrhagia, so excessive uterine bleeding, got to be careful. You got fibroids, excessive uterine bleeding, you got to be careful when using this root, this specific herb. You got upper body pain, you got to check out my other video and be on the lookout for pain that occurs in your head.